Now we've got an interview with Six from LIV. Six, thank you so much for being here, man.
Hey, thank you so much.
No worries. So, what is LIV like? What is it about? Can you explain this a bit for everyone that doesn't know yet?
So LIV is kind of based around the theory that people want to be themselves or kind of a representation of themselves in a virtual world that's relatively consistent.
All right.
And we started that with mixed reality.
So, how does it work? What do you guys make?
So currently, the way you do mixed reality is you need a green screen, and then essentially what you're doing is keying out the green screen and inputting you as the avatar into the virtual world. And so then viewers, for people outside, can actually see this is a person and how they're interacting in the virtual space, and we think it's really important for context. Because a lot of people who see VR, they don't understand the context of how big you are, the scale, and all those other things.
Oh, that's really cool.
Right.
And so it's mainly aimed at people like Twitch streamers and YouTubers like that, or do you also do for big companies? Or
so it actually started out as working with media companies. Media companies had this issue, which was VR is awesome as we know for people inside the headset, but it's limiting in the market size, and they wanted the best way to, real-time demonstrate what is it like for someone to be in a virtual world, right?
Yeah, I think you really convey that message really well. If any of you guys know some streamers that ever used a green screen, they're probably using LIV, right?
Yeah. I mean, we just released our software 2 days ago out of private beta.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But, so it's still, we think it's still limiting in the sense that you need a green screen, you need a certain type of camera, you need to calibrate and all those other things.
Right.
So it's really for the high-end streamer or the high-end content creator who really wants to bring it to that next level,
So what do you think the future of mixed reality will be, and what the part of LIV will be for that?
So we're becoming more and more focused on the avatar side of this, where the green screen is great. It's really good as a context shot. For example, if you've ever watched our streams, if you see someone holding a gun and how they're holding it, it's great when you see the real person. But then there's a lot of limits because you can't. You're dealing with a real camera. There's a lot of limits with that. So we think that the next evolution of this is people creating their own avatars and having that be able to be put into any experience they go into.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we're doing with the reviews right now, is where we have Rec Room characters actually being pasted into the review, like they're talking about everything.
Exactly.
All right, that's very cool. And so you're looking more into the avatars, but do you think that people will choose for avatars more or for their own body?
So we've seen that people want to represent themselves in some capacity. Like, for example, maybe their skin tone, their hairstyle to some capacity, their like a facial scan to some capacity. Yeah. But we think that there's a huge range. Like, we've tested it ourselves, and we have someone creating avatars for our entire team now, and we see that on one extreme we have the guy in our team that we call Mystery. He wants basically a Dementor in Harry Potter as his avatar. Really? And then we have on the other extreme our website developer, who we call Watt. He wants to basically be himself with a backpack.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but those are two very large extremes.
Yeah. So how are you going to manage that?
So we think the best way to do that is to have people be able to essentially create it in a very unlimiting way.
VR chat does with their characters. You can go into Blender and make your own character.
Something around that. Yeah, that's what we're working on right now, and we're trying to find the best way to monetize that. I think the biggest issue with VR chat right now is the fact that they're bringing in avatars that have copyright.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
So the second they start monetizing that, they're going to get sued.
All right.
You're going to see, some Disney characters being used in explicit scenarios, and Disney is just going to freak out and sue them.
Yeah.
So,
all right. And
anyway,
so,
that's my.
that's mainly on your roadmap right now, right? Just
Yeah, it's on the roadmap.
going for the avatars, and that's what basically what your near future is more like. Or are you also gonna try and evolve the software a bit more to optimize and make it more user friendly? Or
so we're trying. We're basically going from the hardest way.
Yeah.
To back the other way, where a lot of people are focusing entirely on the avatars, and then we think they're going to move towards also having some form of mixed reality, whether it's like volumetric or something like that. So we're coming from the harder direction, which is real cameras, all these other things. And I think what's really important about it is that avatars are great for people like us, but for the average person who doesn't connect with VR, we still think it's really important to capture the person and how they're interacting with the world as well. Yeah,
totally. All right. Well, congratulations once again on your beta release, I suppose, or fast beta release.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for having us here. And I like that you're here today. Oh.
Almost.
Well, it all happens live, people. You can see it right here. But yeah, thanks so much for being here, and I wish you guys good luck. For everyone that's watching, go ahead and go download Live. It's really nice, and there's a really nice community around it as well, right? On the Discord server.
Yeah, absolutely. So the fastest way to get into our Discord is liv.chat.
All right. So thank you so much once again, Six, and we're gonna go right back into the show. See you guys in part 2.